Hi everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here with another episode of Magic Duels Origins. So for today's episode, I'm back with the Eldrazi ramp deck. So I might be a little bit rusty today, having been away for a long weekend, so not really had any time to kind of play any Magic over the weekend. So what we got here then, Jaddy Offshoot. So that's the card. That's one of the cards I really want in this deck, but don't actually have yet. So we're playing a rank 2 Nukage 1. So we're going to hit our second land drop here with the Gatecreeper Vine. So at the moment we should be hitting Monvuli Acid Moss before my opponent. Yeah, we do want to use Gatecreeper Vine special ability here, because that way we can play Nissa's Pilgrimage on turn 3, Monvuli Acid Moss on turns 4 and 5, completely keep our opponent down if possible. I'm up to rank 7, so I'm not doing too badly. Like I said, I haven't really had time to play much else lately. So he gains 1 health from the Jaddy Offshoot, and what's he played here? Head of the Pantheons. So enchantment spells cost you 1 less to cast. When you cast an enchantment spell, you gain 1 life. Life even. So interesting. Wondering what kind of deck he's playing here. So he's playing some kind of like life gain. So we're going to grab 1, 2 lands. So 1 goes on the battlefield, 1 goes into our hand. So even if he were to have a Monvuli Acid Moss of his own, which he won't be able to play regardless, we do have the extra land drop to hit it next turn regardless. So we're well on our way to getting up to Breaker of Armies and then eventually Desolation Twin. We do have the Rogue's Passage to activate either of these two, so he's gaining 2 health there, and he's also playing Nimbus Wings on top of the 2/2, I'd assume. So he gains more health and that gets flying, so we need to kind of ramp up as fast as possible before he can beat us down. So we're going to be taking 3 damage every turn, so essentially we're on a 6-turn timer at the moment. So I've not really got any way of dealing with that unless I get a 5 mana, what's it called? Foundry of the Consoles. So we are going to Monvuli Acid Moss one of his mana, slow him down a bit. So we'll grab one of our own manas, get into play. Like I said, we're going to try and get up the Breaker of Armies as fast as possible. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 7 and 8 next turn. So turn after next we'll have Breaker of Armies. So that's going to be pretty devastating for him, as he'll have to block with pretty much everything. So I think we've ramped up fast enough to ensure that we should be okay here, guys. So we found another mana with the Gatecreeper Vine, but we can slow him down again with a Monvuli Acid Moss again this turn. Yeah, this is looking like a green, blue, black life gain enchantment deck potentially. I'd assume that's probably what it is. So yeah, he's gone for the whole life gain aspect, which is something, which is the kind of deck I want to play. I was thinking maybe just white-black, but he seems to have gone for white-green-black, which is kind of clever, as you do have these Jaddy Offshoot cards to play as well. Very nice. Found ourselves a natural connection, so I'm going to play a forest. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we're going to do Monvuli Acid Moss on his only black source. So we're going to grab a card like that, get another one in play. We'll also play the natural connection, sift even more mana out of our deck. There we go. So we'll ramp up again. So up to 9 mana already, so turn 10, we could even potentially play Desolation Twin, but I think Breaker of Armies at this point is more important, just because it's going to allow us to get something which could kind of like tie up all of his creatures in one go and kind of clear a space essentially. So he's found another black source in the swamp, so looks like it was possibly a lucky top deck. So he's swinging again here, so we go down to 11 this turn. Okay, so what are we going to get now? We are going to get an Eldrazi Devastator, so we'll drop the Rogue's Passage, and then I think we shall play the Breaker of Armies. So this is, like I said, this is going to clear a way for the rest of our Eldrazi to come down, which will be quite nice. So we're on a kind of couple turn timer. We could do some kind of like life gain. I could do with a Nissa's Revelation, I think it is my big life gain card in this deck at the moment. We can also make a Eldrazi Future unblockable, which is pretty cool. So I'm wondering if he's going to swing with this. I'd assume he probably would, and then we're just going to eat the rest of his... Okay, he's played Zendikar's Royal, interesting. So he does gain even more life. So yeah, I'm assuming he's going to keep swinging with the 3/4, which he does. So we're going to go down to 8. So we're going to play Desolation Twin this turn, I think is the play here. Okay, managed to find Elvish Visionary. So we're going to swing with the Breaker of Armies first. We're going to eat his other blockers at the moment, so they have to block. Doesn't matter which way around this goes. Eat you for breakfast. Then we're going to play Desolation Twin here. We have the Eldrazi Devastator in future as well. So potentially we've got a huge couple of turns coming. So we've got lots of Eldrazi to come down. So I need some kind of life gain, so I'm almost tempted to play Elvish Visionary first next, just in case I find like a Nissa's Revelation, which I can play. So he's going to find himself an Elemental, and he's also going to find himself a Landwehr Empath. So he gets to scry 2, and then reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, put it on top of, put it into your hand. Sorry, I'll get there eventually, guys. Using my words, got to get back into the whole recording thing. So yeah, these will be eaten up by the Breaker of Armies, and then I will be pushing through 20 damage next turn. So providing I can survive the next 2 turns. So he's found Nissa, which he can't actually play this turn. So I'm assuming he's going to keep swinging in the air, which he is. So we've got 3 turns, so we should be fine here, because basically I'm going to eat these 2 with the Breaker of Armies. I push through 20 damage, and then the rest comes through the turn afterwards. So providing he can't finish me off next turn, we should be alright. So we're just going to swing with everything here. Like so, like I said, these 2 have to block the Breaker of Armies. That's the way that card works. Doesn't really matter which way around it goes. So I think 1 mana wouldn't really do much. He goes down to 7 health. Now, do I play an Elvish Visionary? Or do I just play the Eldrazi Devastator? I think we've got to try and find the Nissa's Revelation. I can play both of these, so even if I don't find anything good with the Elvish Visionary... Okay, we found Nissa. Do I play Nissa now? Or... yeah, let's play Nissa now. We'll find a mana, we'll drop her, we'll transform her and see if we find something good, I suppose. I think we've basically won. I don't think there's much he can actually do. So we're just going to transform Nissa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think there's really much it can do in terms of life gain with her this turn, so we may as well just plus her. I found a Plated Crusher, so not the most useful. May as well play out another Elvish Visionary here. Like I said, we're looking for that that Nissa's Revelation, really, just in case things go completely pear-shaped. Found a Gaia's Revenge, so it's another card we can potentially play next turn, in case he's somehow able to kind of like wipe out all of my cards. So if he's got some kind of board wipe, like a Languish, although Languish wouldn't do anything for me because it would actually be more kind of bad for him than it would be for me. So he's played a card, he gets a Royal Elemental. But unless he can do 2 extra damage on top of the Herald of the Pantheon, he's played Archangel of Ties. Again, doesn't really matter too much. So he swings for 3. I don't think that does anything. So we go down to 2. But you know, I basically these are going to get eaten up by the Breaker of Armies, and then everything else just swings through for lethal. So attacking with this formation will cost 5. Okay, so don't care. Again, I have plenty of mana open. It's a ramp deck, so everything has to eat the Breaker of Armies. We eat the 3/5 Archangel of Tithes, and we push through lethal. Very nice, good start to today's episode. Okay guys, so I've come into this match and it looks like my opponent has left straight away, but I'll see how this goes. I may keep this in, I may not, but can I keep this hand? I'll risk it. Mostly because I've got the Elvish Visionary. I think I'll risk this and see if we draw into the Nissa's Pilgrimage, into the Monvuli Acid Moss, but I think we should be fine here. So apparently, I think his name was like Jake the Snake or something like that, so he was a rank 0, so he's not exactly, I think he's brand new. So this could be fairly straightforward. So I think we'll just play the Elvish Visionary. So we've got all the ramp cards we need basically right now, plus the Woodland Bellower, so providing we can find... there we go, 3rd mana, excellent. So we'll see what kind of deck he's playing with. Like I said, it doesn't look particularly good. He was a rank 0. So we got white and green so far. Not very nice. We've got another Elvish Visionary for later on, but we will be dropping Nissa's Pilgrimage first, then probably Monvuli Acid Moss. We shall grab 2 mana. There we go. Yeah, sorry, so it's Monvuli Acid Moss turn 3 now. So we attack with all. Why the hell not? Yeah, Monvuli Acid Moss turn 3, From Beyond turn 4. So it always feels really weird. Whenever you ramp up on turn... No, we are on turn 3. So Monvuli Acid Moss turn 4, From Beyond turn 5. I'm kind of really behind where we are in terms of the mana curve. That's why ramp really confuses me sometimes. So we've got a Blessed Spirits here, not the end of the world. So we'll drop a Forest, we drop a Mongoose Acid Moss. So what cards has he got? So we probably want to destroy the Gate, just because it really slows an opponent down by destroying a Guild Gate. There we go. So we drop that. We could even potentially... So we skip attack there as that just gets eaten by the Blessed Spirits. So yeah, so next turn I think I may drop down Woodland Bellower, just because I need to get a creature down, or I Rex Sage the Nimbus Wings here. Although Nimbus Wings doesn't really do too much. So yep, the AI is going to attack. It's fair enough. It's like with Woodland Bellower, I don't want Rex Sage in my hand. It's like I almost want that like somewhere else. Okay, we found Nissa, so do I play Woodland Bellower here, or do I Rex Sage the Nimbus Wings, for example? I'm thinking, do I do From Beyond and then Rex Sage the Nimbus Wings? Yeah, I think that might be the best play here. So we're going to do From Beyond, so we can actually use that to find an Eldrazi at some point. I'm just going to Rex Sage the Nimbus Wings. There we go. Oops, a daisy. I'm going to destroy you. We'll get Woodland Bellower down next turn, I think. So we've got a 3/3 flyer on the board, but, you know, that's not the end of the world right now. We can deal with that in due course once we've started getting things like an Eldrazi down. So we can use From Beyond to find that Eldrazi. Once we've ramped up a little bit more, get some of these Scions on the battlefield. So, okay, he's going to swing in the air for 3 damage. We can accept that. So we're going to be dropping down way more damage coming up fairly soon. So if we had an enchantment, he would have played it by now. Okay, we've got Razorfoot Griffin. Interesting. So we could get the Scion. Very nice. Oh, we found Nissa's Revelation. That's going to be good in a turn or two. So what we probably want to do here is swing with a 2/1. Actually, no, we won't swing with a 2/1. We shall drop Woodland Bellower. There we go. We'll also get... what do I get? Do I get an Elvish Visionary, or do I grab a Gatecreeper Vine? I'm actually going to grab the Gatecreeper Vine, mostly because I've already got the Elvish Visionary in play. This will just allow me to sift another mana out of my deck. So we can drop you now. Could have played Nissa there, but I could play Nissa now, actually. No, I won't play Nissa now, because I will sacrifice my Scion. My Scion? That came out really weird there. So I'm assuming the AI is probably going to swing here. He is. So I'm going to take 5 damage there. That's quite a bit of damage to take there. So I'm down to 8. So at least I've got the Nissa's Revelation to potentially come this turn. So I might have to play. So we're going to get another Eldrazi Scion. What are we going to get? We're going to get Evo Leap. So that could be useful. So what I'm going to do first of all is swing with the Woodland Bellower. Like so. See if he blocks with the 3/3. Nope, he did not. So we push through all that damage. And then, can I take another hit? Could do, but I'm thinking this is Revelation just because I need the mana, like, badly. Okay, oh, excellent. We found Desolation Twin. That will do nicely. So we finish you. So we draw 10 cards and we get 10 health. So we're back up to 18. So we're looking pretty good there. I'll play the Foundry of the Consoles just because that'll give us a flyer on the board. What else can I play? Do I play an Eyeless Watcher? I'm thinking put Eyeless Watcher down because that will then get us back all the Scions we have to sacrifice to play it. Unnatural Aggression, or do I play that and take out, for example, the 3/3 flyer? Could also work. I'm just thinking what's the best way to play this. I mean, I could play Eyeless Watcher, get the 2 Scions back, and then would that also allow me to play Unnatural Aggression? I don't think it will. So, or do I play Nissa here? Or even, no, I don't want to play Elvis Visionary yet, so I think... Do I take out... No, I've got plenty of health here now, so I'm going to play the Eyeless Watcher, because it's going to kill the Scions, but put 2 Scions back in play. There we go. And then we've got to toss away a fair amount of cards here, but... So, please discard 4. So what do I want to get rid of? So, I don't think I need the Forests, as I got plenty of mana already. And then... Do I get rid of Nissa's Pilgrimage? Because I want Nissa. Or do I get rid of the... I'll get rid of the Eldrazi Devastator as I don't really need that. And then one more card. I'm thinking just Nissa's Pilgrimage. Yeah, that should be fine. So I've got a natural aggression to deal with you next turn. So my opponent has not swung anymore, which is, you know, what I'd expect. Okay, so he's put flying on the hexproof creature, which is kind of disappointing. So we're probably going to play Breaker of Armies this turn to actually kind of keep him, to tie up all of his creatures this turn. So I probably want to play you. So, yeah. Let's play you, the Breaker of Armies. So you will be coming down next turn. So I think we can take this damage this turn. Do I swing with a 6/5? It's tempting to. I mean, it might kill one of his creatures, so yeah, why the hell not? I mean, we've got the Breaker of Armies to deal with all of these next turn anyway, so if he lets this go through, then he's going to let it go through. So he's almost dead next turn, because even if he swings with all of this, now, he's then dead anyway, so he has to like not block, but then it's all tied up with the Breaker of Armies regardless. I mean, everything has to block it. It's like, even if it can't, even if it's like greater than lethal, it still has to block this Breaker of Armies, so he's actually dead. So he swings for 6, we get down to 12, again, doesn't really matter too much. This is going to push through lethal thanks to the Breaker of Armies anyway. So again, like I said, we're just going to continue, swing with the Breaker of Armies and the Woodland Bellower, and that should be lethal. Like I said, these two will have to block the Breaker of Armies, which again, we don't care about, because the 6 damage goes through. Doesn't matter which one we block. And there we go, we win. Excellent, let's do a third game. Okay guys, here we are for game number 3 of today. I believe we're playing Wolfie Man, something like that. I'm thinking keep this hand, just because we've got the Evolutionary Leap, the Gatecreep of Iron, plenty of land, and an Unnatural Aggression. Yeah, we're playing Wolfie Man 36, who's a rank 13. We're up to rank 9 now, so almost broken into the top 10 for the first time this season, which is quite nice. So yeah, I managed to finish last season at rank 40, thankfully. Like, I had this really, like, when I saw Battle for Zendikar, I was like, oh god, have I actually finished at rank 40? And I was like, oh god, this I've like completely balls this up. I played a game, I've dropped to rank 39. Awesome, we've managed to find the Monvuli Acid Moss, so we're just going to play out Gatecreep of Iron here. We're going to find that bonus mana. So yes, we would like to use his ability. There we go. So yeah, I think turn 3 we'll be playing Evo Leap, then Monvuli Acid Moss turn 4 to slow down our opponent and ramp up. Okay, so it looks like we're playing white, black, green again. Very nice, we've managed to find the Woodland Bellower, so we should just play out Evo Leap this turn. Not too exciting, of course, but necessary all the same. Could be useful later on for sacrificing, say for example, the Gatecreep of Vines to find us those bonus Eldrazi's later on in the game. Okay, so he's played out a third mana here, so we will definitely be Monvuli Acid Mossing. Doesn't really matter which one I take out here, because he's going to have one of every colour regardless, so I'm probably going to take out something like the Isolated Chapel, or maybe even the Celestial Guildgate, I think. So very nice. We even found a Nissa's Pilgrimage for next turn, but I think we're just going to Monvuli Acid Moss you. Just slow you down. Like I said, it's going to destroy the tap one before it can actually come untapped. So this is going to be good for ramping up even further. We've got Woodland Bellower to come down as well. So I might save this to see if we can Rec Sage something. So if you play, say for example, an enchantment, for example, I would be Woodland Bellowing it and destroying it with the subsequent Rec Sage. Okay, we found Nissa's Revelation. Very nice. So let's Nissa's Pilgrimage here. We'll play Foundry of the Consoles and then Nissa's Pilgrimage, I think. So we're just going to skip over my attack phase. Nissa's Pilgrimage. Like I said, we're not in a hurry here. He's played nothing. He's fairly behind. So we do 1, 2. There we go. 1 on the battlefield. So I could potentially play Woodland Bellower next turn. Depends what I draw into on my next step. So how much mana we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I don't think I can play one of my Eldrazi's with my current mana base. Okay, he's found Jagged Scar Archers. Interesting. Okay, so, ooh, very nice. That's what I like to see, guys. So we actually found our 7-drop, so perfect. So we got all the mana that we need. Oh, I forgot we also had the Foundry consoles there. So we're just going to skip over the 0-2, and then we're going to play our Plated Crusher. Doesn't really matter what we play here because I won't be able to play the Foundry of the consoles regardless. So we're going to drop the 7-6 with Hexproof and Trample. So this guy is going to be pretty devastating to my opponent here. So I'm going to be able to keep swinging for the next kind of like 3-4 turns at his face. We've got Unnatural Aggression to kind of fight down any creatures that he might also play. So yeah, we're in a good place here, guys. We've basically got all the tools we need to win. So I'm quite happy with this. So obviously waiting for my opponent to do something until he realises he's completely doomed. So he's going to deal 2 damage to my face. So, and he's been replaced by the AI. Of course he has. So I take 2 damage, and he's got 5 damage on the board. So I'm quite happy to swing with my Plated Crusher here. Very nice. We'll play you. We'll swing with the Plated Crusher, like so. See if he double blocks. I doubt he will somehow. He's going to let the 7 damage go through. And then I think I'm just going to leave it here for now. We want to maybe Unnatural Aggression one of these two, depending on whether or not he... So he's going to deal 5 damage here. No, he's not going to do any damage here because it's the AI. Okay, here we go. So he's played Nimbus Wings now, which is why I decided to keep the Woodland Bellower kind of hanging around. For this very reason. So we can drop the Woodland Bellower like so, and then what we do is we say yes, we would like to use this ability. We find the 1 Reclamation save in our deck, and then we destroy the Nimbus Wings. Boom, blow it up. And then I'm going to swing with the Plated Crusher. Nice Battle for Zendikar card. And then we're going to deal another 7 damage to his face. So we're 1 turn away from lethal at the moment. I could, if he plays no other creatures here, I'm almost tempted to just Unnatural Aggression one of these cards now. Is he going to play another creature card? He is. He's going to play a Dwynen's Elite. Fair enough. So we get a couple of extra elves down, so I'm going to kill this 4-4 now. So I'm going to Unnatural Aggression, so choose a Plated Crusher, choose you. This kills it. Just because I don't want to get in too big. There we go. We've got Nissa as well, pretty sweet. Let's swing with the 2 creatures, I think, though. There we go. If he tries to kill the Woodland Bellower, I think he dies, potentially? I don't know. See how this goes. So we'll kill Shaman of the Pack and Dwynen's Elite. Won't kill this one because he only does 5 damage. So he's not quite dead yet. We're going to play out Nissa here. Find that mana. Yes, please. Pop Nissa, turn her into the Planeswalker. +1 up as well, because why not? And we find another Nissa's Revelation. But I'm just going to Nissa's Pilgrimage here, just for reasons. 1, 2, and 3. Getting all the mana here, and then we're just going to roll on. So just pulling as much mana out of the deck as possible. I think we've basically won at this point, just because, you know, we've got 2 pretty awesome stompy creatures in play that my opponent really can't do anything about. So he's like going for some kind of like weird white, green, black elf deck, which obviously has been working for him, but not anymore. But I think we've won here because I don't think he could stop the 7-6 anyway. So yeah, that is a win number 3. So a very good episode for you guys to watch. So what do we get? We get to rank 10. Very nice. We get bonus gold for playing 15 red or green spells. So I think we should open some packs to finish off with. So we've got 4 to open today. So what's pack number 1 going to have? So open booster. What are we going to find? Sandstone Bridge, so we've managed to find one of the kind of the interesting new mono-coloured cards. We've managed to find an Oblivion Sower, so that's good for a ramp deck as well. So this might be going in. So when you cast Oblivion Sower, target opponent exiles the top 4 cards of his or her library. Then you may put any number of land cards that player owns from exile onto the battlefield under your control. So that might be going in this deck. Wind Rider Patrol, so combat damage to a player, scry 2. We've got Deathless Behemoth, so another Eldrazi. Sacrifice 2 Eldrazi Scions, return Deathless Behemoth from the graveyard to your hand. Activate its ability only at a time you can cast a sorcery. Not bad. Got Demon's Grasp. This is good for like a black control deck. So target creature gets -5/-5 until end of turn. You can have 4 of them as well. That's like the old what's it called? It's a bit like Augustbury, but even more powerful. Yeah, Sandstone Bridge comes into the battlefield tapped, so it's a monocolor like land. But you can add obviously one white mana to your mana pool, and target creature gains +1 when Sandstone Bridge enters the battlefield. Target creature gets +1/+1 and gains vigilance until end of turn. Pretty cool. And then Tightening Coils would be to slow a creature down by giving it -6/0 for a turn. Oh, we've got another Unnatural Aggression. We've got a Wasteland Strangler, so another Eldrazi. Horrible Array, another counterspell, very nice, because I would like to build some kind of like dodge and burn style deck. Now we've got some better counterspells. Got Skitterskin, so this is a black Eldrazi. Stone Fury, so it deals damage to target creature equal to the number of lands you control. Pretty cool. Swell of Growth, that's a kind of another pump card. Okay, and we'll buy another 2 packs as well. So we're going to get, like I said, we want to find Ulamog. Come on, we're looking for Ulamog. Stone Fury, not so much. Duststalker, not too bad. It's for a red-black deck. Retreat to Vakut. So whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, target creature gets +2/0 until end of turn, and target creature can't block this turn. Not too bad. So pretty good for aggressive decks, I suppose. We got Shatter Skull Recruit with Menace, Retreat to Kazandu, so we're going to another one of the enchantments. This is so when a land enters the battlefield under your control, put a 1/1 counter on target creature, or you gain 2 life. So that'd be pretty good for a life gain deck. And whenever you gain life, Nakana Assassin gains Death Touch until end of turn. Again, another life gain creature. So could look at maybe making a life gain deck. We found another Eldrazi Devastator. We found a Gruesome Slaughter. Ulamog's Nullifier, so a blue-black Eldrazi, so 2 sheer drops, so destroy tapped target creature with Awaken as well, and an Ondu Rising, so whenever a creature attacks this turn it gains lifelink until end of turn. Very nice. So yeah, that is some pack openings, so I will leave the episode here for now. As always guys, don't forget to comment and like if you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.